Hey there, friends and enemies. Joe here again, and today I need to talk about this absolutely insane haul that I found recently. It might be one of the steals of the century, to be honest, as I purchased a lot of wrestling cards, and I didn't think much about it when I was going through them initially until I stumbled across some potential hidden gems. And I've been selling a lot of wrestling cards on Whatnot. It has served me quite well. I sell some on eBay as well, so I needed a bit of a restock, and that's when I went on eBay, and I'm going to show you what I found, as it's kind of insane. This a lot of 90s to 2000s wrestling cards, 323 total. I purchased this for $22 with shipping, ended up being right around $30. And you can see here, there's some pretty interesting cards right off the bat. We got Triple H and The Rock. We've got the Finn Balor rookie cards from John Cena. And we've got this Alexa Bliss. We got Alexa Bliss rookie card as well. And overall, this felt well worthwhile. I think even if I just sold the cards on here that are shown, I was going to make out fairly well. The Alexa Bliss rookie card, for example, is not inexpensive, and overall, not only could I sell the cards, but I also had a ton that I could potentially add to my collection. I do collect a lot of Daniel Bryan, for example, Bryan Danielson in AEW, so there was a lot there for me to consider. But then it got even crazier as there were some cards in the middle of these stacks that caught my attention. Starting with this one right here, which I want to showcase real quick. This is actually it's a Christian card, but it is a authentic shirt relic. And the reason I showcase this card is because it wasn't on any of the pictures when they were selling the lot. The lot actually came in a series of like baggies of like, I think about like 75 cards each. And as I was going through them, I found this and I was like, that's so strange. They wouldn't have had this as one of the main cards they'd be advertising, because as an authentic shirt relic, this would be a very popular card to have. So I was already caught off guard by that. And that's where I wanted to dig a little deeper, because not only did I see that card, but then I started coming across some on card autographs. And I thought there's no way that these are legitimate until I did a little bit more research. We have a Booker T here. We've got the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We've got the Tito Santana, Sergeant Slaughter. And so I was like, okay, who is forging those signatures? Those seem like they're probably legitimate. I doubt anyone is going out of their way to fake those autographs. Maybe they would. I'm not sure. They're not authenticated or anything. And so I understand why those might be in there. Somebody might just have missed them. But then we got to the heavy hitters. And this is where things got really crazy with Chris Jericho. And this one, his autograph has changed over the years, so I'm unsure how much that is, like if that is his signature or not. It could be, it could not be. Who knows? I'm going to try to get it authenticated in June, along with some of the other ones that were mind blowing. First, we have this CM Punk. And as I was doing my research, that looks very similar to his old autograph. These cards are from like 2007 to 2010. And it looks like they might have been sitting together for a long time. And I also want to talk about the seller as well in a little bit, because I think that adds a little bit more intrigue to the whole dynamic. But not only do we have those, but we have a John Cena. And this is the one that I am least convinced about, because I've seen his autograph look similar to this, but oftentimes it's not 1-to-1. So that's the one I'm not 100% sure for. But then we have the one that I am most excited about. And again, without going deeper, I thought there's no way this is real. And that is this Stone Cold Steve Austin 316 card. And so I was like, that's crazy. Why would this be in it? And as I started diving deep into this, it looks very similar to when he does sign Austin 316. He has his main signature, which is a Stone Cold Steve Austin, but then the Austin 316 looks very similar to that. So that could be legitimate. And that brought me back to the seller. Because I was like, how would this person not have known what they had? Well, this shop is not really one that sells cards, right? So you look here for sale. They have, I think, one no sale items currently. In the shop, they have collectibles. I think they have one, yeah, one Iron Man card. And you go back here, and you look at, like, they have jewelry and watches. They have um, listed, but they don't really have a whole lot to sell. They only have 65 items sold. They have some clothes, and it really feels like they might have gotten these items from like a thrift store. So my best guess is maybe they found this box of wrestling cards and they just took pictures of the top cards that were in each bag and then just listed it. And you look here as well, 65 items sold, and you look at the about for them. Discover timeless style at Attic Light Trading Company, your go-to destination for clothes, shoes, and accessories. Experience exceptional customer service, everything you need to shine bright. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so this is one that I have to admit, I this sounds like a company, a eBay seller that might not necessarily know what they're looking at with the autographs. And that's where I have a bit of pause because I don't know for sure if these are legitimate. I'm going to do a follow up video and I will update everybody. I'm going to go see uh, I'm going to a card show on June the 5th. And at that show will be an authentication service, JSA, which I should be able to check, especially with the Stone Cold. That's the first one that I'm going to check for sure. But man, if this turns out to be true, this would be a hell of a find. And it's honestly one of those lots where I already feel like I'm definitely going to be able to make my money back on top of being able to add a bunch of cards to my collection, like the Christian card, I'm keeping. If this Austin's Stone Cold Steve Austin card is legitimate, I'm not going to sell that. I'm going to add that to my collection. I have other cards that I've added as well, rock cards. I've had Shawn Michaels, a bunch of those cards that I've kept because they are just great additions to my personal collection. And so because of that, I am so stoked to find out if this is legitimate or not. If not, if it comes back, they can't authenticate it. So be it. It's not the end of the world, right? At the end of the day, these are cool cards nonetheless. But I'm just so fascinated to see how this is all going to turn out, because this could be one of those like storage wars situations where you essentially have uncovered a hidden treasure that nobody knew about, and maybe this is that case. If so, if they get authenticated, I'll probably list the Cena and the Punk and the Jericho on my eBay, which is listed down below. The other cards, the Sergeant Slaughter and the Tito San Martino, or Cena Tito Santana, sorry, the Ricky Steamboat and the Booker T are already listed. I listed them at what I think is a fair price for them not being authenticated. They look legitimate from everything that I've seen. I don't think anyone is forged. Maybe Booker T, but even that one, I'm not sure. And ultimately, that's going to be one of those where I believe it's worth somebody else who might be interested in those chasing them down if they're so interested. But I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about these autographs? Do you think they are legitimate or not? And what has your luck been with some of these random hauls? I'd love to hear from other people because this makes me want to purchase more of these. I don't expect to find anything like this, but you never know. I recently, this was actually like 6 months ago, I was at a flea market and I opened up a $1 lot that I got of baseball cards. In that lot was a David Ortiz rookie card. Most people don't know this, but his name originally that he went by was David Arias. And that was what was on the card, and he was on the Minnesota Twins before he went to the Red Sox. And so that card was $30. That's how much I sold it for on eBay. And I found it in a $1 lot. So you never know what you're gonna find if you look hard enough. And I'm very curious if anyone else has had similar experiences. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video as always, comment, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.